this video, I'm going to discuss about plateaus. It is a flat, elevated tabular landform that rises sharply above the surrounding area on at least one side, and it covers around 33% of the surface area of the globe. So here we can see here, so this region is rising like that. This region also is rising like that. So this is a flat region. Here we can see, by the other side we can see a hill, but this is a continuous region. Continuous flat region, though this region is uneven. Then characteristics: these are extensive upland areas with a flat and rough surface and walls with steep-sided slopes on at least one side, and height should be minimum 300-meter rise from the neighboring regions. So suppose it's a plain region, and from here the height should be minimum 300-meter rise. Then surface may be like plain, flat, or rolling plain. So it can be flat or like rolling plain. And some geographical features make some plateaus difficult to recognize, like dissection by glaciers or rivers. So in this image we can see a river is dissecting a plateau. So because of that, it is divided into two regions, so it is difficult to recognize them. And location, it can vary from one place to another. It may be located near hills, mountains, or plains. Origin, it also varies depending upon the forces involved. Surface material, it can vary from place to place, maybe basaltic, lateritic, some with sedimentary rocks and some with rich in minerals like limestone, shales, coal deposits, etc. Origin and evolution of plateaus, and they are some are due to deposition of thick covers of basaltic lava, example Columbian Plateau, Mahabaleshwar Plateau, due to downwarping of surrounding areas, due to upwarping of some portion of extensive landmass in relation to the surrounding areas, example Padlands of Ranchi, due to mountain building process. Some regions are left unfolded but raised, example Cumberland Plateau, and from unaffected middle portion. So this is a geosyncline. The marginal regions are folded, but the compressive force is not enough to fold this region. Though it is raised, but it is not folded, this becomes the plateau. So the unfolded region of the middle portion turn into plateau. Example Tibetan Plateau. Due to prolonged denudation process, some mountains are turned into plateau. So some mountains, they are denuded for a long period of time, and they turn into plateau. Thick deposits of loose materials by wind also form plateau. Example Last Plateau of China. Classification of plateau. According to mode of origin, they are classified into simple plateaus and complex plateau. Simple plateaus are formed by exogenic process. Example glacial plateau, Aeolian plateau. Whereas complex plateaus are formed by endogenic process, and they are intermontane, piedmont, dome, and lava plateaus. According to geographical location, so on the basis of location, they can be classified into intermontane plateau, piedmont plateau, continental plateau, and coastal plateau. So these are based on location, and on the basis of size and shape of the plateau, they can be dome-shaped plateau, flat-shaped plateau, dissected plateau, step-like plateau, rejuvenated peneplain plateau. On the basis of climate, desert plateau, humid plateau, and ice-capped plateau. On the basis of stage of erosion, young plateau, mature plateau, old plateau, and rejuvenated plateau. So first let's see glacial plateaus. These are modified and transformed by glacial actions. So these are not formed by the glaciers, but these are modified by the glaciers and transformed by the glacial actions. Denudation of mountains of plateaus. So the denudation of mountains to plateaus. So mountain regions are so here the glacial deposition which is there, they denude these regions and they turn them into a plateau-like landform. Example Garhwal Plateau and Marg of Kashmir. Fluvial plateaus are formed due to deposits of fluvial sediments brought by the rivers. Example Kaimur Plateaus. Aeolian plateaus are formed by deposition of fine sediments brought by the winds. So example Laos Plateau of China. So Aeolian means it's by wind, fluvial means by the river action, glacial means with glacial actions. Intermontane plateaus are formed due to upwarping of median mass of geosynclines. Earlier I said that in the geosynclines, the marginal regions are folded, but this median region is not left unfolded but raised, and they form intermountain plateau. So both the side mountains are there, but this becomes the plateau region. Example, Tibetan Plateau. Piedmont Plateau are formed at the foothill zones of mountains and surrounded by mountains on one side and other side with plain topography. So this is a mountain region, and this is a plateau region, this is a plain region. So these are mountains like that. You can say that continuously a mountain region is there, but this is a plain plateau regions. But this is a plain region. So these are formed during the mountain upliftment process. Dome-shaped plateaus, they are mainly formed due to endogenous process like volcanicity. So say volcanic eruption. So this is a plain region, volcanic eruption, then they solidify and form like a dome-shaped plateau. And these are formed due to upwarping of middle portion, but the sides are rounded. Example, Chotanagpur Plateau. Continental plateaus, these are extensive and formed away from the mountain regions but surrounded by coastal plains. Example, Deccan Plateau. Volcanic plateaus formed due to accumulation of thick layers of basaltic lava. Example, Columbian Plateau. Young plateaus characterized by horizontal bedrocks and rivers form deep and narrow valleys through vertical erosion. Example, Colorado Plateau. So here these rivers form deep and narrow valleys. So a plateau is there, but here it is deserting and they are forming a valley through vertical erosion. Mature plateaus, they are dissected and surfaces are highly corrugated, undulating and uneven surface. So they are undulating. So it is not a flat region. So they are ups and downs are there and it is uneven. So these plateaus are called mature plateaus, and old plateaus are formed due to prolonged erosion of mature plateaus. So these mature plateaus are prolonged period. For a prolonged period they are eroded, then they become old plateaus. Peaks are denuded and change into peneplains. So these old plateaus are denuded for continuous time and they form like peneplains. So like that, like this landforms are formed. So the height of the plateaus are reduced and mesas and buttis are seen. So some regions mesas or buttis are slightly just elevated. This is a sea level. So this is the plain region, but a single landform structure like that are seen. These are mesas or buttis. Example, Missouri Plateau. Important plateaus of the world. So Snake Plateau, which is in North America. Colorado Plateau, which is again in North America. Mexican Plateau. Altiplano Plateau. Patagonian Plateau. Spanish Plateau. Taranga Plateau, in Africa, Ethiopian Islands, Anatolia Plateau, Las Plateau of China, Kimberley Plateau of Australia, Tibetan Plateau, and Chotanagpur Plateau, Deccan Plateau in India.